Hey, idiot army. Okay, so I saw The Lion King 2019 and I saw it last week. And number one, I saw it with a friend that has never seen The Lion King before. So I was also just like, this is crazy. She's never seen it. That's insane. So it was a cool experience for me to see it with someone who, hey, TJ, who's never seen the movie before. Now, the second the movie ended, hey, Della, she was like, oh my God, she was like, so good, and I was like, see, freaking Lion King, man. And I was, of course, crying. Yes, this very closely follows the original Lion King. There's not much of a true difference except that it is a lot funnier. They added in some serious punchlines that are not corny, that are actually really, really funny. And man, I was laughing out loud, which are moments that you need because I cried a lot during this movie. Now, it's weird to me because when I walked out, I was like, oh my God, I love this film. I love it. I mean, whatever. It's kind of the same as the animated version, but it's so funny that oh, good God, my Starbucks latte just went all over the ground. That's fun. I'll wait to pick it up. Good Lord. So when there's certain, like when he grows up, when he turns from a boy to a teenager and then he's like a full grown lion, that's the exact same as what it is in the original. And when that happened in the theater, people started clapping because we appreciate the actual original. We're like, yes, we like it. We remember it. That's a sense of nostalgia. I'm surprised to see that as of now, the Metacritic is at 57% and 59% in Rotten Tomatoes. Be aware that is critic ratings. So it's a lot of older white men. Okay, that's the truth. I truly enjoyed this movie. It's so weird. There's a review that says, The Great Circle of Life has thrown up a gorgeous star-studded story. I believe that too. But trading feeling for realism means that we lose something of the original film's excellence. And I don't think that that's true. I'm like, nope. Yeah, I think it was still just as excellent. And somebody else said, there are many great moments in the Lion King remake and a few that might elicit a gasp of amazement. There's a lot of professionalism, but not much heart. And that was from the New York Times. And I'm like, not much heart. I'm like, this whole movie is heart. Every single person in the audience is like, like sniffles throughout. And that's even, especially if you've seen the original version, you already know what's coming up, right? So you already are like, we know what's coming. And when Mufasa talks to Simba, there's a part, and I'm not going to add any spoilers here, but when Mufasa talks to Simba, there's a point in the movie when that happens. But because if you've seen the animated version, you know what's about to come up. So you're already kind of teary-eyed, and you're like, oh man. So it's such a different experience watching this movie with a bunch of people who have obviously seen also the animated version. There's something that hits you a lot sooner than if you've seen it for the first time. I thought that it was beautiful. The astonishing CGI animation in this is phenomenal. I mean, it just is so real that you're just like, this is so real. And the way that the animals move and just the way that just an ear flick and the way that they just move in general, you're like, that's what I see on National Geographic. All those moves, they just make them look so real, and it's so great. And the songs in this, the singing is amazing. I mean, everybody's voice in this is great. But, I mean, they got, like, really funny people in this. John Oliver plays Zazu. Billy Eichner plays Timon, which is great. Keegan-Michael Key is one of the, the mean hounds. What are they called? Oh, my God. I'm blinking on my mind. You guys know what I mean. Good God, bless me. And Seth Rogen is really funny as Pumbaa. But honestly, Timon was hilarious. One of my favorite characters in this. And Zazu. Really funny. I'm not joking. You need these laughs, and it's not just hyenas. Good God, bless you, TJ. I mean, my brain has escaped me. When you see this movie, I just go, but bring a lot of tissues. Take your tear catcher. You guys know what the tear catcher is. I'm not going to demo it yet again. If you don't know what the tear catcher is, you watch any of my other videos. Watch the one that I just did about notifications or the Lion King thing. Just, you guys get it. Just take a lot of tissues and have fun. The singing is amazing, and I'm not joking. I laughed so much. It was hilarious, and I find it very sad that it's 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 57 Metacritic. Again, guys, the movie hasn't been released. So this is all press people, and a lot of these press people, like a decent amount, are like, they're like white men over 50, you know, when you actually look at the statistics. So I think once people go to see this film, it's really going to raise, and I think that people are really going to love it. I think that it's filled with heart. I think it's so weird. They're like, not a lot of heart. I'm like, that's basically you saying that the old Lion King like had no heart. And I'm like, the whole movie is heart. Like the lessons in it and the stuff, what happens and growing up and the lesson he learns at the end of the movie. It's just like, are you freaking insane to me? Personality free. Oh, Deli didn't like the movie. I missed the whole comment. These things come up and they disappear right away. I didn't think, what would I rate it, Jim Jam? I would rate this movie, I'd give it like an 87%. I'd give it a good 8.5 out of 10 or 4.5 stars out of 5. I loved it. I think it's a great time. I think people need to just like go in and be like, this is going to be a movie. Let's be involved instead of having all this like built up stuff going into it. And I love the original version. Now there's a new one and I'm scared. And it's like, just let it go. You're seeing a movie. And to me, oh God, and Mufasa, you guys, it's James Earl Jones from the original movie. So when Mufasa starts speaking for the first time, this happened in the theater too, people just started clapping. And that whole beginning scene, goosebumps all over my body, where it's like, and then all the animals come up and they look so real and you feel like you're on a safari. Goosebumps all over my body. I was just like, oh my God. And then it goes up to the Pride Rock. Hey, Sammy. And then it goes, and then it's, what does it say? Oh, I think it's right. I think it's right when they hold up Simo. The circle of life, right? And then it's like, boom, Lion King title card. And everyone just started clapping because we were all so in it. I loved it. I was just like, yes, yes, yes. In the middle of the movie, we started clapping when the transition from, like I said, the kid to him and his adult, it followed the exact original version. And it was just so lovely to see. You're like, yes, this is following so much of the original version, but a lot funnier. And it's just so real. And I adored all of it. And I hope that the scores go up. And I think you guys should go see it because I just was like, that movie has heart. It hit me so hard and I cannot go see it again. I've been invited to other screenings and I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't see that movie twice. That rips me up inside. You know what I mean? I'm going to need 3 counseling sessions in a day if I go see it twice. That's not happening. But brilliant movie with so much heart. Just go see it and leave all your stuff. Yes, Sammy, that's why I'm giving the review here. No spoilers. Yes, I've seen the movie. I saw it last week. I would say that my James Earl Jones does such a brilliant job. And it's not exactly the same, but it's cool. And when you hear Beyonce sing as Nala, you're like, oh, man, Goosebumps City too. It's just so good. And Simba, I forget who plays. Oh, it's Donald Glover, has a really great voice. It's excellent. And like I said, just the way that they move, it's so real. You're just like, I'm looking at a real lion right now. And thank God, Scar, he's such a jerk. You know, we all hate him from the original. You're not going to like him here either. But it kind of makes it more real. Hi, Brett. When Scar is just on film, because it's so realistic, it makes it more real. So it kind of rips you out a little bit more, makes you more angrier or sadder, or you're involved more. You really feel for Simba. Like, meaning my friend who had never seen the original animated version was like, I couldn't take it. I was like, when do we get to the fun stuff? Because this movie does a really good job of being like, gonna make you feel something. That's the whole point of going to the movies. You guys remember the movie Up? Fantastic movie. That whole thing, yes, it's way funnier, TJ. It's the punchlines in the movie. He said, did they do anything different that made it better than the original? Yes, it's a lot funnier. There are so many punchlines in here that Timon, Zazu, and Pumbaa mostly are killing it, slaying it the entire time, to where it's not too much and it's not corny. It's just like, holy crap, they wrote this really, really well. And going back to my point is that you really feel for Simba. That's the whole point. You guys remember the movie Up? In the first 10 minutes of that movie, you're like, it's a sob fest, because that movie hits you hard. It's a story. From the top of it, they make you feel something. And that's the whole point. And The Lion King does that throughout a lot of it. There are sprinkled in moments, not joking, from beginning to the middle to the end, that I'm like, and everybody else is too. You can hear him sniffling, rustling napkins around, because it's just it's so beautiful. And the way that they made it look in this movie with the CGI and the animation, it's great. And Rafiki, I absolutely love him. I love Rafiki so, so much. He is like, he doesn't even have any real English words. And I think he reminds me, and I believe most people, of like a grandparent that you had that just is like so happy that you're in the world. And that is Rafiki to me. And there's a point in this movie, it's a little scarier maybe than the animated version, in this one moment where Rafiki kind of takes him and he says, and this is no spoilers, he just says, I know your father. He's like, I know your father. Come with me. Your father is here. And Rafiki kind of shows him that his father is still present in a different way. And I was so touched by it, and it was so beautiful. And I just like, Rafiki is one of the best, most touching characters in this movie, and he doesn't even have that many parts. But every time he's on the screen, it's like, oh, yeah, Rafiki. You're like, he knows his stuff. He's got the goods. Like, he is the one who knows it. He's good. It's so good, you guys. I loved it. I hope you guys go see it. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I already reviewed it on the Stardust app. 30-second reaction is on there. Just go to Stardust and go to my profile. Look under my name. Yeah, get your tear catchers ready and go enjoy. My oh, I just can't wait to be king. And then what's that? There's one more that's like, can you feel the love tonight? They're gonna end the air. You know, and then it's like, the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, and then like, till we find our place. Anyway, go see it. I love you, Idiot Army. I'll see you on the next one. Love you.